Shalom. This is an emergency broadcast alert, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakadash, in whom we are in great debt. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, Roel, continue doing so, standing firm in the eyes of Torah, who I learned this truth from. To the elders, the bishops, Akim and Aquab, salutations and blessings to the house of David. We are the hopeful elect. This is your brother Quasi Yar. And then I mentioned the hopeful elect, RGMS. This is your brother Quasi Yar with another quick one, fairly quick. This is due to AI. Jacob's Trouble and the coming of the MOTV. Alright, because it's all in the air right now. It's all playing out, and Jacob's Trouble is in full effect for sure. We have talked about this before, but I'm going to play a few things that has come up, and to verify that what GMS has been saying for a very long time, you know, that they're going to use this imaging, these generated images to attack and direct it, like everything that they're doing, they're going to direct it to Jake. It's happening. And without further ado, I'm going to play this clip real quick. Salakia. Salakia. Okay, let's get into it.
This one really stands out. The sound design in 3.1 sells the immersion a lot better than 3.0. The audio of the sea and the seagulls sounds much more natural, and the added environmental detail makes a huge difference. The realism, motion, and lighting are all a noticeable step up. So for that...
Now, if you didn't know what this guy is talking about, I'll explain to you. He collected a number of AI generated programs, and he tested them all, and it seems like this is the very best one of them all. Okay, now I'm going to play this because it's important, because this is what I look for a lot of the times that they play videos. Details is very important. The Lord has blessed me with detail. When I look at something, when somebody hears, so like when somebody says something, it's important that you should hear carefully what they're saying. All right, because people talk fast sometimes, and you don't know what they're saying, because sometimes, you know, you're just paying attention to the emotions, but you need to be paying attention to what they're saying and what's going on in the background. Does it match the image? Does it match his body language? Is it jumping too much from scene to scene?
Things that don't look right. The sky in the background looks off, and the motion in the water doesn't quite match the rest of the scene. So while it's definitely usable, it's not quite at the top level. I'm putting Minimax Hilo in B tier. Now Hilo 2.3 is one of the newest generators we're testing today. In the upgrade, they made major improvements in movement, realism, and physics. So this will be an exciting one to test. I'm pasting in the same prompt, setting it to 6 seconds, turning the resolution up to 1080p, and clicking create. And this one really stands out. It looks the best out of all the other Halo models. It's not perfect, and it's still a step below the top generators like Sora 2 or Veo 3.1. But for what it costs and how...
And that's pretty much my point. Let's move on to the next clip.
Oh my god, what the fuck, Mackenzie? Oh my god, what the fuck, Mackenzie? Oh my god, what the fuck, Mackenzie? What the fuck? I didn't do shit!
Daddy, that is you!
Call 911.
You think this is funny now because they doing it on video? You think this is really funny? it's not funny at all. To me, this is not funny at all. In fact, this is problem. This is a problem being created right in front of you. This is chaotic this is chaos being created for you, and you're allowing it. You know, you should be out there outraged. What's the word? Calling these people out that, you know, that these things shouldn't be out there like the way they do. They should have never promoted this. Why are you promoting these things? Why are you giving these people tools to do these things? You know, and then when things happen, I didn't know. Meanwhile, they put it in on video, and you don't know.
Oh my gosh, that is you. That's you. In what woman house? Go to that woman house. Go.
All right, so you think it's funny, right? Let's go to the funniest of them all. All right, I'm gonna play a small clip of the elder Washawamba. He just made a video, and his channel is Remnant Save 144. I'll just put the link in the description box so you can see the whole entire video. I'm just gonna play a little bit because Jacob's trouble is brewing like fungus.
This out. No ICE agent ever run up on me. I guarantee you they won't. I put a hole in their chest the size of a window. Safe line repair, safe line replace. That's what's gonna happen. They touch me. Unarmed woman was killed by ICE. If you think you about to come and brutalize the people while we're standing here, come around and find out. Our interactions with the police and ICE, and we hold them accountable. We hold them accountable. We patrol the community and we hold them accountable. The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, we're the same Panther Party from back in the day, but we're a little more aggressive now, you dig? Carry bigger guns and we don't take no shit. Places where there are a lot of immigrants at, I think that the community around them needs to take special care to them, and it needs to start escorting them to and from everywhere to make sure that they're safe. Because them ICE agents ain't gonna act like that if it's a bunch of people standing outside with assault rifles and shotguns. It's a semi-automatic shotgun. That means them shotgun shells that shoot out of a pump, they shoots them rapidly. If you are gonna legally arm yourself with something bigger than what they got. Those who serve in the public, they should be fearful of the public. They should be fearful that the public's going to be dissatisfied with their job that they're doing, not feeling like they're tyrants, not feeling like they're bullies because they got guns and body armor and walkie-talkies. That makes them immune to whatever the people would do. I think you want to correct the ideology of the pig and the mentality of the slave catcher. You meet them with equal force. All power to the people. No power to the pig. The first time I watched this video, I like... First of all, who is this guy? Number one. Number two, in my spirit, I didn't feel like, yeah, man, that brother, you know, he really speaking about this, or he really standing on business. I didn't get none of that from him.
Read the comments.
You know what I was getting from him?
Oh, man.
William O'Neal vibes. If you remember, William O'Neal is the guy that was sent in to the Black Panther Party to help set up the assassination of Fred Hampton. That's what I get from this guy. Because I don't feel any of that he said is genuine. Because, you know, listen, when we speak as Black Americans, it's not what we're saying. It actually touches a person. It definitely connects with us. And
so some people are saying it's AI. Either way it go, Esau Edom's going to use it. This is the times that we're in. All right? Some people saying he's a Fed. Some people saying he's an undercover. He's an ops.
As far as I'm concerned, he might be related to whatever the stuff that they're saying, but that video, I strongly believe, is AI. Why? It jumped too much. When someone is recording and someone is saying a particular they're talking about a political, whatever it is, right? the camera stays within that frame. All right, it records everything around that person. This does not do that. I showed you a video of AI and what happens when AI is in full effect. It records and it jumps to different parts, but it just records that very front of you. It doesn't go around, right? It doesn't show anything around that particular individual that's being recorded or object that's being recorded. It just stays focused on that one person. You have to pay attention.
All right, some people are saying that this is AI. Okay. But these are the times we living in. All right? These are the times we living in. Some people are saying he's not even black because he's light-skinned. And you see the confusion. You know, modern day William O'Neill. Okay. He's a paid agitator. And this is the type of stuff Esau Edom does. All right? Because over the years, even before AI, you would see the Black Panthers, you know, when in times of, you know, uproar, Esau Edom would always put a camera in front of the face of the Black Panthers, and they were always on the news. Now, this guy that I was talking about, I believe his name is Grandmaster Jay. Let me see if I can pull him up. Yeah, here he is. So I'm assuming he's in jail. This was his sentence.
Give me a second. I just thought of something. Well, we can't forget this. See this guy right here? Keep a close eye on that guy right there.
And we're going to have, I think we're going to do great in Ohio. We'll do great in Ohio. And we have, who else do we have? We have North Carolina, right? And we have Illinois.
You see who's that? Can you see who's that?
Now, we're gonna have a big, I think we're going to have a fantastic week, and we're going to see. Is there somebody disturbing us up here? Where? Get the head of carrier.
See him? Now, I think that was enough to prove the point. You get what I'm saying? This is all show of Esau Edom, so-called white man.
Insane.
Militia leader sentenced to a year in prison for pointing a rifle at police officers during protests over Breonna Taylor's death. John Johnson, who goes by Grandmaster Jay, entered an Alford plea just a short time ago in Jefferson Circuit Court. That means he maintains his innocence, but acknowledges that prosecutors had enough evidence for a conviction. Johnson is already serving just over 7 years in prison after he was found guilty on federal charges for the same crime. Happened in 2020 during protests at Jefferson Square Park in downtown Louisville. The 1-year sentence will be served at the same time.
Hey, what's up, everybody? You're now tuned into T.
And I felt every word, every prayer, and every ounce of belief.
And you see that hand on the head? Should letting you know he's an insider. Okay? The NFC, you know, let me see if I can. NFC.
And not fucking around, crew. That all that stuff was happening, you know, way before. Well, not way before, but before AI. Okay.
Fucking around, crew, something like that, right? He was sentenced. Clearly a plant. All right, but he popped up years ago, and he had particular Israelite talking points in his doctrine. He's talking about Yahweh. See, these are the types of things that Esau Edom is going to do, all right, here and going forward, okay, to...
Salakia, this is the video where he speaks of the Father and the Son, you know, that video right there.
Here and going forward.
Specifically, that video, I remember it like it was yesterday, you know, and yes, Esau Edom is going to use those things. That's his favorite thing to do. Slander someone, lie behind it, accuse you, something you didn't do.
Okay, to basically accuse the brethren. Okay, and it's tacky. Okay, the Black Panthers are done. Okay, the Esau Edom infiltrated the Black Panthers. Eventually a lot of them got hooked on drugs and messed up. And it was not a cause that was ultimately of the spirit anyway. It was basically our people crouching down, trying to come together. And you had more, groups than just the Black Panthers. You even had particular brown groups as well. But it all came to naught. All right. The scriptures say that the apostles were set forth last. There is no other message to hear outside of what we are preaching through the Holy Spirit. But just as Yahweh Shai, okay, in the book.
Before he continues, the Land Kings, you look at the history of the Land Kings, how they started, and look at them now. Look at the history.
Book of Isaiah, the 53rd chapter, he was numbered among the transgressors. Okay? See if we can find that scripture. Okay? Boom. Isaiah 53, right? And 12. In the NLT, I will give him the honor of a victorious soldier because he exposed himself to death. He was counted among the rebels. He bore the sins of many, all right, and interceded for rebels. There you go, which we went off. But ultimately, he was numbered among the transgressors. He was numbered, amongst a guy like Barabbas, who was actually a mover of sedition in the Roman Empire, man. Okay, he literally, let's see if we can find that account. So I know it's one in the book of Luke, but yep, Mark 15 and 28. Okay. Now I believe earlier in this chapter, right, this is when Yahweh Shai is being brought up to council and all of that. But as you go here, Mark 15 and 7, one of the prisoners at that time was Barabbas, a revolutionary who had committed murder in an uprising. All right. And the crowd went to Pilate and asked him to release a prisoner as usual. Would you like me to release Yahweh Shai, the king of the Jews? He asked, for he realized by now that ultimately the Jews hated him out of envy. But at this point, the leading priest stirred up the crowd and demanded them to release Barabbas instead of Yahweh Shai. And these are the types of niggas that our people are going to choose over the prophets. See, Jake was fighting for Grandmaster Jay. Jake was coming onto our comment board crying for Grandmaster Jay, telling us we hating on him, we scared, and you niggas still haven't went and did anything. Here it is, you always have these talks of Jake uprising and we go fight back, but it never come of it. You don't do nothing. Here it is, you mad at us for saying ultimately wait on the Lord. Now, of course, if somebody comes and tries to beat your ass, you defend yourself, and you're not wicked for having a legal, all right, weapon. We're not saying that that's wicked, but it's not supposed to be tied to the ministry, and we're not supposed to be teaching the concept of us getting victory by arms. Victory doesn't come by arms. Okay, but you're not wicked in learning how to, the training to defend yourself, knowing how to defend you. There's nothing wrong with that. But see, these dudes do all of this stuff out openly so that Esau Edom can accuse them. But here it is, you had Yahweh Shai literally numbered with a guy who literally committed a murder. See that? And these are the types of times that we're being led into. Well, we're going to be tied to guys who are actually plants and agents who are going to be on camera doing things and who are going to be caught and so-called sentenced to doing things.
Salakia. This is John 13. Just to get to the point, you should read John 13. If you hear this voice, John 13, verse 1 through 17. But the point is at 16. I'll read a little higher. I'll go to 15. For I have given you an example that ye should do as I have done to you. Verily, verily, I say unto you, that the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him. If ye know these things, happy are ye if ye do them. Most of you do the opposite.
They're going to link us directly with these type of niggas, man. These are the times we're in because the accuser of our brethren, right? Let's get that. He's on his way out. So he needs stuff like this. And he's going to use AI video because all through the whole food stamp fiasco where Jake was all on the internet, some of it was real, but a lot of those videos were fake of Big Shirley, right? And angry Shaniqua with bonnets on saying, we gonna go rob. A lot of that was fake. But Esau Edom used that to accuse. He used those videos to get mad and say, we got to do something about these niggas. So you don't think he's going to use these videos, even if that was AI? These are the times we're in. Because who made it if it's AI? Why is it? What's going on here? Things are too out of control. All right, Revelation chapter 12 and 10. And I heard a loud voice in heaven saying, now has come salvation and the strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down. And how is he being cast down? Through this word. See, the power of the words that we speak. Okay, there's power. And see, a lot of Jake don't see power in that. So they like to cling to movements like the Black Panthers and guys, you know, showing guns and force. Like, you will never beat Esau Edom in a gunfight. Okay? Even if you're able to get one, ultimately you lose. Okay? And then he's going to take out his anger on the rest. Okay? This man is falling, all right, not only by his own doings, but by the words that we are speaking. See that? And if you don't believe that there's power in it, just go and do what they're doing and see how that works out for you. Because either way it goes, they're coming with this NWO. Either way it goes, the MOTB is on its way. It's nothing you can do to stop prophecy. So what side are you on? What spirit are you in? Are you covered under the blood? We'll see, because a lot of people laugh at us. All y'all niggas been talking about that. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Okay. Well, save yourself. Do something. See if the bag is going to help you get out of this situation Esau Edom is going to set up on the earth. Because what you're going to have to do to keep that bag. The bag is going digital. Okay? At some point, your inward man, your spirit is going to have to be right. See? And that's where we win, Lord willing, we have that number. Okay? So now has come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. And he is the accuser of the brethren. That's all he does. He uses his media, right? you back in the early 2000s, when I don't know how TV is now because I don't watch TV, but if you stayed home and looked at the television from 7 in the morning till around 3 in the afternoon, it was just filled with shows just painting Jake in a negative light. The news, it was just pointing Jake, the niggas did this, niggas did that. This whole system is an accusation against you. The science is an accusation against you. It accuses you to the core. The pseudoscience, right? It's written within the system of Edomite supremacy that you are a problem. And it's supposed to be that way. Okay? This is not our rest. So he is the accuser of the brethren. Esau is the end of the world. See? And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they love not their lives unto the death. So that's how we're going to overcome him. Okay? If you think there's another victory or another way, go ahead and try it. Now, the Black Panthers are out there. Let's pull that up. In Philadelphia, confronting ICE, right?
Like this is the law. Philadelphia Crime Code 6108 says I can hold my long arm in my hand. Just can't have my finger on the trigger.
Now pay attention to this video compared to that other video that's that they showed you with that other guy talking that nonsense.
So don't ask me to do nothing that's against the law. And I help.
And the Moors, you know, the Moors, they get into the laws and all of that. And the apostles even used to get into the laws and the codes and all of that. You know, you get pulled over. You know, technically, brother, you know, technically, officer, you know, I'm not, you know, I don't need a driver's license according to the code BC6TNE, right? And there was a time for that. But we're living in a time Esau Edom he don't give a damn about his own laws. He getting ready to do away with the Constitution. That's not saying you shouldn't know things and you know, understand, you know, particular rights. So that's basically what they're out there doing. They got their guns and, you know, they're saying, well, technically, according to this law, if I have my finger on the trigger and it's pointed at a 16-degree angle, you can't arrest me, yada, yada, yada. Right? But just know that infiltration is going on. Agent provocateurs are going to show up. And eventually these things are going to be what? Used to point a finger at all groups of Jake, all right, who have a argument against the government.
You know, there's something powerful about knowing your
Okay, he's going to play it.
rights, especially when you come from a community that's been historically over-policed.
See the bus? Look at the background. This is what I'm trying to... so you can know when something is AI and when it's not. Pay attention to the background. Pay attention to the trees. Pay attention to the road, the way they step, everything.
Overlooked and underserved. Now recently, in Philly, a video started circulating showing a group of officers using what looked like excessive force on a young black boy. And when things like this...
What I need y'all to do is leave the area, okay? We need to talk. Because y'all don't have a protest permit, we need y'all leave. Okay? We need to talk to you. Okay? No, listen, we don't, wait a minute. Y'all need to leave the area. Hold on, you don't have a protest permit.
Oh, that's 3
You don't
years
have a
ago.
parade
That's
permit.
3 years ago.
Yeah, we're going to interview.
Okay, y'all go ahead and leave then. That's all we are. I'm not even serious. I'm not going to interview. Y'all leave.
If you don't hurt people, you ain't gonna watch me again. Shut your ass up. You better not step towards me again. Shut your ass up. You're right. I'm right here. Okay, take another step. I know. You're right. I know.
Fair use, fair use, fair use. All right. Yeah, so...
Give me a second, cause
this is the law. Philadelphia crime. I can hold my gun like this. It's the law. Philadelphia Crime Code 6108 says I can hold my long arm in my hand. Just can't have my finger on the trigger, which is not. So don't ask me to do nothing that's against the law. Can I help you? I'm out here minding my business. I'm out here to control and watch you. Anything else? Because you guys like beating up our teenagers. Somebody sent us a video of y'all beating up a teenager. It was y'all. You're a police officer. You part of that. It was y'all. It was y'all. If you don't like to be labeled in with slave catchers, you shouldn't have taken their vote, sellout. You are a sellout. You wearing their You are a sellout. You ain't protected. You got to do whatever they tell you to, including hurt your people. Because you're walking up to me and I don't like you and I don't trust you and I don't got no conversation with you. So unless you're investigating the crime, leave me the alone. I don't care. I got a gun license right here. This is legal. Philadelphia Crime Code 6108. Move your car out of people's way and get the out of my face. Thank you, officer. Have a good day. You have a bad one.
see, when they know something. Well, they probably know that these guys already reported it, that they're gonna be out there, whatever. These guys didn't know. Things like this are reported, man. Like, we're gonna be out here practicing our First Amendment rights or whatever, etc., etc. I don't know. You know, there's things you do that you don't get caught, because they are like these guys here. There might be some aggressive ones that won't tolerate that shit, although it's legal. Going back to the eldest video.
Willie need a goatee or something. God damn, man. Anyway.
Hold on a second.
Anyway.
Man, this cold is beating me up.
Well, I just wanted to do this real quick. You know, my man Phil from the let's see if we can bring it up. Let's see.
I think I made my point. Hold on a second. Let me just make sure. Just gonna take it to the part where he reads the scripture. Everything else is, we've made our point.
Babylon the Great. Okay, and Esau Edom is always up to no good. He's gonna use that technology as a means to do wickedness, man. This is the book of Psalms 36:2. All right, he flattered himself in his own eyes until his iniquity be found to be hateful. He's not going to stop. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He have left off to be wise and to do good. He's just not going to do good, especially with this kind of technology, right? With the power of media, which people are losing faith in the media. This is why you see Netanyahu now addressing certain conspiracy theories. They're caught. These Edomites are through. They're at the end of the road, man. So it's getting ready to get ugly. What do a rat do when he's cornered? It says, he deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil. So he got time. He uses time as a weapon to keep, his subjects, in a constant rat race and constant worry about this, worry about that, work, this, that, bills. But while he's on his bed in his rest, he's full of plots. They lie awake at night, hatching sinful plots. Their actions are never good. All right. They make no attempt to turn from evil, man. These people are not right. Okay. And they ain't going to be right. So I just wanted to bring that out, man. The Black Panthers are back. Shalom.